Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Yes, I am so excited for this day's Super Saturday. Super Saturday is our event that we do every Saturday at 10 o'clock, and everyone can join us. And this Super Saturday is going to be very special because we have world-famous jugglers here. These performers live right here in Arkansas, and they created the Institute of Jugglology to redefine what it means to be a juggler. Their favorite foods are pie and ice cream, but sadly, both of these are really messy to juggle. You shouldn't let that stop you from trying, though. So please put your hands together for our Super Saturday performers, the Institute of Jugglology.
See no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out, no easy. Your pressure's growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Changing is absolutely. I'm hitting the ground and I'm sprinting. I'm falling behind, no one to me.
Are you muted?
How about now? I was muted. She called it.
Classic problem.
We gave the sound guy a heart attack there for about 10 seconds. He's like, what do you mean it's not working? All right, how are you guys doing today? Well, my name's Galen.
And I'm Melanie.
And we're the Institute of Jugglology, right? That was like I'm going back to school cheer. And I know that's happening. But we're going to try that one more time, right? How are you guys doing?
Okay,
Hold on, we kind of operate on the Tinkerbell principle, and the more alive you guys are, the more alive we are. So we're gonna try this one last time, and I want you guys to all pretend that an imaginary fairy's life hangs in the balance, right?
Okay, how's everyone doing this morning? Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, that is so much better.
That was good. I think they heard that in Never Never Land.
That was good, I think so too, right? Now, we were right? But it's not just because we throw objects around in patterns. We believe all of us are jugglers, right? No, bear with me, right? How many of you have tried to carry all the groceries in at once?
Yeah, or bent over.
That's practically all of them, right?
Everyone knows. Or bent over on one foot to pick something up.
Yeah. Or maybe looked at 3 machetes and thought, hey man, I should throw those around.
Wait, hold up. I hope no one here has had that thought. That'd be crazy.
Have you looked out here yet? This is a frisky bunch. I mean, they're up at 10 a.m. for a show.
Point
right?
taken. I think that it's safe to say that they can relate to at least 2 of those examples.
If not all 3, right? At least if you're me. Now, we spent 2 years of our lives struggling to stand upright and walk. Right? And we did this with the benefit of giants cheering us on. It was like a whole big cheerleading section, right?
And thousands of times we fell down on our collective faces, remember? But we always got up, tried it again.
Right? And we did that over and over again until it became automatic. And when you guys walked into the theater today, did you guys go, righty, lefty. No, you just went, I'm going over here.
I'm going over
Right? You don't even think about it, right? And that's because you practiced it so long that it became automatic, right? And that same skill we use to stand upright and walk can also be used to do something totally superhuman. I'm gonna try to balance this pool cue on my face, right?
That doesn't seem very superhuman to me. Should we say we make it a little bit more interesting
This was good enough. What do you...
and add this glass ball? What do you guys think? Should he add it? See, they want it.
They cheered without it too.
Yeah.
All right, you guys know this is like, I mean, you heard that, right? And that was like plywood. It hits my skull, it's gonna be a lot louder. Just, I hope all you sadistic people that cheered for this realize. One lady just looked at me wide-eyed.
I can't look.
Oh, I really wish I would have asked him to move that light.
But if he gets knocked out, I get to do the rest of the show in peace and quiet.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. You should really concentrate.
Oh, I should move the mic.
Balancing might not seem like much. Very impressive. But it takes millions of muscle fibers contracting and relaxing in perfect harmony to maintain this equilibrium.
Are you done? I can't do this all day. All right. Well, you know, the really thing, I think this used to be an amazing trick for me, and then I realized I can talk while I do it. So less so. All right. Okay, for those of you that thought this was gimmicked.
It's not gimmicked.
Woo!
Thank you.
Every time.
That's why that one comes at the beginning. Get the scary one out of the way. Now, what goes around comes around. And I think in juggling and in life, often you take 2 steps forward and then 1 step back, right? But to me, the most important part is that you keep going up that hill. You know, a failure doesn't make you stop, it drives you forward. You guys want to see what comes out of that process?
surprise you to know that most of what we learn how to do in life comes from books that we got from the library.
Yeah, it's absolutely mind-boggling that in this very building are books on how to become a rocket scientist, a basket weaver, or a professional juggler.
Ooh, that one's my favorite.
Mine too. Who would have thought?
So after the show today, go into the library, think of a subject of something you'd like to learn about, and check a book out on it and read it at home.
Because next time we perform here, we expect to see a whole audience full of rocket scientists, basket weavers, and especially professional jugglers.
Passages from Ordinary Acrobats by Duncan Wall. You didn't go to a circus, you went to the circus. In every circus around the world, regardless of size or location, the rings are 13 meters in diameter. An act lasted 5 to 7 minutes. Ringmasters wore red coats and riding boots. Clowns had red noses. These were choices. These were rules.
Imagine if all music was classical. You could listen to Beethoven and Bach, but never the Beatles. Or what if the only dance that existed was ballet? That would feel silly and confined. And yet, with the circus, no one seemed to mind. They just took the stasis for granted.
Ooh. Trapped by their own tradition, the circus hadn't evolved for over 2,000 years. It wasn't until recently that the circus finally woke up, as if emerging from a mythic slumber.
I cannot believe she hit that. The lights were like... Only then did artists engage with the essential modernist questions. What is juggling?
I don't know.
Yeah, me either. What are its limits? What can it be used for? Changes that had occurred in other art forms over decades or centuries were happening in the circus art in the matter of a few years. It makes a nice hat, I think. She likes it when I pause here.
Juggling is my lifestyle. It is my way of being. Personal expression can take myriad forms. Like a dancer, a juggler might attempt to express a negative routine on stage, such as pain, loss, sadness, or a concept like redemption.
Throw it up here. I gotta redeem myself. I think that worked.
As with most modern art, the concept doesn't have to be obvious, and in most cases isn't, but the audience still feels the effects.
A sculptor is a person who is interested in the shape of things. A poet in words, a musician by sounds. Jugglers are interested in the motion of objects. To train as a juggler is to receive a unique education in the material that surrounds us. To be an expert in the emotional resonance objects have with people. Thank you. I always wonder about that part. They're like, you're gonna read to them for 3 minutes? Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Juggling is like really old. I'm kind of old. Juggling is really old, like 4,000 plus years old. The first image of a juggler is carved into an Egyptian hieroglyph. The first mention of a juggler text is in the oldest document we have as humans. And in that document, it talks about not someone just learning the activity, but it talks about a performance, not too unlike what you're seeing here today. And that was 4,000 years ago.
And for those 4,000 years, jugglers mostly focused on clubs, rings, and balls. And it wasn't until recently that a juggler finally asked, what happens instead if you focus on a toy designed for children?
1, 2, 3, 4.
She's into it. I know, me too. No, that's the last one. It is. I thought it was a cool toy. Bishop Price did a good job on this one. You may notice I stopped talking here. I know I was happy when I got that on there too. You have just disgraced the trick where I balance a whole bunch of balls on my elbow pit. I challenge you to a duel.
Oops.
Yeah, no kidding. Oops. All right, so 2 people will start juggling. The last one to drop, the first one to drop has to clean up the enormous mess we make during this show. Deal?
It's on.
I got there first.
Okay. All right, you said duel? Let's do a duel. Okay. Ooh, it's a little early.
Oh, I thought that was going down right there.
What?
Oh, now the real battle begins. That first part was for show, so it didn't end too fast. Oh, wait, no.
No,
I have the
stop it.
honor
No,
of a
stop it.
samurai. She can't go out like that. Oh, yeah, it's apparent we're really attacking now.
Was it me? Did I win?
That's the first we both won.
I got my club back.
Who was juggling last?
You're so
Me or her? All right, we're going with her.
Thank you, Metallica. Thank you, ladies, for helping me clean up. Yeah.
I know, now I gotta clean up. You guys will see at the end, there's a big mess.
Yes, awesome. I don't like Sweden at all.
I know, that got me out of breath. I gotta start jogging.
Okay. All right. So, over 30 years ago, NASA's spacecraft Voyager 1 sent back an image of Earth from over 3.5 billion miles away.
3.5 billion.
Billion with a B. Whew. The audio you're about to hear is astronomer Carl Sagan's reaction to that photo.
I'm glad I'm not the only one out of breath.
That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe, are challenged by this point of pale light. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand.
It's kind of like a spaceship that we're all, thank you. I kind of think of it as our own little spaceship that we're all traveling on,
Yeah.
right? Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth. So for our next bit, we're going to need a little bit of volunteer participation.
Is there anybody that would like to help us for a second? How about you that just sprinted down the stairs to get up here and be seen? That's perfect. Come
So
around here.
here,
There's
right.
stairs. I suggest walking on the stairs.
Give her a nice round of applause,
Perfect.
everyone.
She even used the handrail.
Yes.
Whoever her parents is, you've done right.
So you're going to help us. You're going to come right over here. And what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Ruby.
Ruby, everyone. Hi, Ruby. I'm Melanie. This is Galen. We juggle. So you're going to help us get the special bedazzled club, okay? So we're going to do 6 between the two of us, right? Our normal 6. But you're going to help us get the bedazzled club. But you can't just walk over and get the bedazzled club. You have to invent your own dance. You see it over there, the blue one? So you have to go really slow and dance the whole way over there. And then you're going to dance all the way to this side of Galen and hand him the blue club. Sound good? Okay? You
Awesome.
yeah.
All right, so go ahead and go grab it. You can just walk over. Dancing back is the prerequisite.
Yeah.
You're good. Halfway. The journey's halfway over.
Once it's in your hands, you can't just walk.
The club. That one.
Yeah. All right, we'll get started, and then you do your boogie over to that side of him, okay? All right,
right.
Ruby's got it.
All right, can you come back and dance? Perfect.
Yes.
I couldn't have asked for a better dance. All right, right on through to right here.
Dance it up, dance
It's
it
right
up.
where we planned the trap door to be. It's okay, there's not really one there. I made that up. I don't even know why, right? What I want you to do is I want you to hold the club up in the air just like that. Can you grab it now? All right, what's gonna happen is we're gonna juggle 6 clubs, and then I'm gonna throw them up in the air so I can add a 7th one in. It's really important that you know when I grab this club, it's going to be super fast. So we're gonna do a couple practices, right? Almost. As soon as you see me touch it, let go. Oh,
That was
awesome,
perfect.
awesome. I think we're ready to go.
Very
You
good.
guys think she's ready?
All right,
All right.
Ruby.
They have faith in you. This will work, just like it did for Tinkerbell. Okay. Come a little closer, yeah. All right. And this is a really tough trick, actually, so I get 3 tries. It's like a video game. It's the juggler's version of a video game. All right, here we go.
Woo.
Oh, really fast, right?
There we go.
Everybody give her a big round of applause.
The Bedazzle Club. Good job,
Oh, thank you
Ruby.
so much. Can you make it back
You're
down the
good.
stairs? Thank you so much. You have a wonderful Saturday, all right?
You're so brave.
And I promise you, here in 20 minutes, you'll understand how good your experience was up here compared to the other person. Whew. I can't believe that worked.
It was
We had that idea
a
this
great
morning.
volunteer.
I know. Now, jugglers communicate through the language of rhythm and math. Once we've decided upon a rhythm, we can add almost anything to the pattern, right? That's where the fancy bits come in. I kind of think of it as juggling jazz.
So jugglers tend to communicate with a lot of sounds, but commonly a hup, and that signifies when things are about to change or when something is going to be flying at your face.
Hup.
Oh, good thing I'm well practiced.
I should have probably warned her about that. That's what the hup was for, right?
All right, you guys want to see some real passing? All right, yes, yes, yes. This is now the splash zone.
Totally my fault. Blaming humidity. One more. Third tries the charm. Last try. Seems strange to mess bad and add one, doesn't it? That trick was really hard. That back-to-back stuff, that's hard stuff, man. I know. We hit everything else. We missed that one, though.
Everything else, that's okay.
I know.
I'll do it later. Yeah. So juggling is about taking what you can hold in your hands and building something with it, no matter how difficult or frustrating.
It focuses on that moment when things get so difficult, you could give up, but you don't. Instead, you learn the focus to maintain your successes and the restraint to enjoy your mistakes.
For instance, everyone around the world, millions of people make tea every day. It usually involves what? Boiling some water and adding a tea bag?
If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience.
Ooh, what's he doing?
I will dispense this advice now.
you guys
Enjoy
stay
the
back a little
power
bit,
and
okay?
beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty.
This is going to be a race and a chase, isn't it?
But trust me, 20 years,
I'll do tricks
you'll
if you
look
guys stay
at
back.
photos of yourself,
You guys ever seen a
all in a
zombie
way you
apocalypse
can't
movie?
grasp now.
Just
How
I'm
much
having
possibility lay
flashbacks.
before you.
They're even like
How
creeping and
fabulous
crawling.
it really looks. You are not as fat as you imagine.
That worked for a
Don't
second.
worry about the future.
And it wouldn't have worked in the zombie movie, I don't think.
It's as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation.
All
by
right,
chewing
you guys go
gum.
back. I'm gonna do the rest of this up on stage.
The real
I feel
trouble
safer up there.
are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind. The kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on
Hey
some
Mel,
idle
chalk it up. That was a mistake.
Do one thing every day that scares you.
Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here?
Don't be reckless. with
Oh, hold on.
others' hearts. Don't put
It actually
off
gives
with
me
people
4
who are
now.
reckless.
Well, now it gives me 4.
Don't waste your time on
Souvenir.
jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind.
You go
The
ahead.
race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't.
Making tea.
Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll
Yeah.
miss them when they're gone.
With the juggling props.
Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's.
I'm having flashbacks again.
Enjoy your body.
All right, let's see.
Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Read the directions, even if you don't follow them. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly. Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go. With a precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle. Because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young.
You guys better applaud. I survived a zombie apocalypse for that last bit. It's crazy.
Who here has ever made a mistake before?
Oh, wait a minute. That's like half of you raising your hand, and I know everybody's made a mistake. So we're just going to pretend that's everybody's hands. Right? Now, the most important thing about a mistake is not the mistake itself, it's what you do with it, right? Yeah. So for me, it's super important.
A mistake is when something unexpected happens, and you have the chance to learn from it, from things that either go right or go wrong. But you always have to try again, and just try your best every time.
To me, it's one of the most important things you can do in your whole life is to take a mistake and look at it for the things that will make you better. I was in my juggling studio one day working on a trick, and let me get this last piece of tape. I was in my juggling studio working on a trick where I balanced 3 rings on my face. Yeah, the other 3 needs the tape, yeah. And I can do the trick now. Well, I don't know if I can do it with other rings on my neck. We're fixing to see. So I was trying this trick one day. Thank you. And it fell off, and I was angry about it. I was like, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. But when that happened, it fell off and wedged itself onto another club, forming this shape.
Ooh, and this shape has a bunch of cool qualities. It's kind of different. Interesting, right? If I turn it upside down, usually, it doesn't fall apart.
Which was crazy to me. And I mean, here, let me see. Not connected at all. Right? And so I found this through a mistake, and it's one of the more important finds in my whole career, just because I was willing to look at something I'd messed up. At the time, I'd been trying to figure out how to balance the most amount of objects on one part of the body. So what I learned from this was I could have one object in that orientation and one in this orientation, so I could take this one and balance it. Does anybody know a better word for this part of the human anatomy? Please. Elbow pit it is. We're still going with elbow pit.
Haven't found anything better.
I'm just waiting for a doctor to be like, blow some weird long Latin term.
Latin.
All right, I could balance it in this orientation on my arm like this, and this orientation on top of that like this. And then it was a whole nother year before I realized that with a little help from somebody else, I could put a ninth object all the way up on top. And in case any of you think this is all magnets, it's not. Now, we're getting close to the end of the show, and I've got 2 more bits that I want to show you guys. You guys want to see them? Cool. It seems we have earned their trust. I was worried that last bit. All right, so I need help from one more person. Sadly, I need them to be about this tall. Yeah, it's like almost as tall as me. Here, let's look here. Okay. Oh, I think I see someone.
Ooh.
I know. I'm gonna go get them.
We don't use the term victim.
Kids really want to come up here, adults never do. Hey, good sir, would you come help me for a minute? Perfect, you can just climb over the chair. Yeah, I got privileges. Come on.
Yay.
All right, what's your... Ryan. Ryan, it looks like you have a juggling club shirt on. I saw that from the stage. Would that be because you're at juggling club with me every week? All right, cool. Do you remember a conversation at juggling club last week? You were like, I really enjoy when I put you in danger. He does, he remembers the exact conversation. So what we're gonna do today, Ryan, is you're gonna stand right about there. Perfect, perfect. And we're gonna need 3 of these. Seeing you were worried. 3 clubs, right? We need 3 of those and 3 of these. Can you guys hear that? Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not gonna cut the club in half. What we're gonna do, Ryan, is you're gonna need to give those to her. You're not gonna be juggling today. Yeah. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass these and the clubs around you. Now, the city of Fayetteville wouldn't allow me to do more than 3 machetes at once. They're like 6, no. I would think if you're gonna draw the line on juggling machetes, it should be 1. If you're gonna draw the line, right? It's either open season on machete juggling or not at all, right? So you're in luck, we get to use 3 of them, right? Now, I want to point out these are razor sharp and they do come from a company called 3 Finger Juggling, right? I still have all of mine, so your odds are pretty good, right? Yeah, it's also really important that you remember that when you see something in front of your face here, at that exact same moment, there's something right behind you. So it would make the human instinct to back away from the thing almost hitting you, just make you walk into another thing. If perchance the thing in front of you is a club, the odds the thing behind you is a knife are really high. I think that's enough discussion. I think we just let him have it.
How do you feel about a trim? A little bit off the top? Okay.
I think I can take some off the ponytail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does everybody want to see this? You're doomed, kid. All right, here we go.
He came up closer. Okay.
We really rehearsed the rest of the stuff. It's hard to rehearse this. Come a little closer.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Okay.
go.
Look at your friends. Wave goodbye. Yeah. Okay.
2 count.
All right.
Yep. Everybody give Ryan a big round of applause. Even for a juggler, this is some seriously scary business. Oh yeah! Yet another show without a maiming.
Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ryan. You're off the hook. You can continue to put me in danger for fun. I just wanted in on the game.
Okay.
All right. Now, juggling to me is something that is in a state of arrested decay. It's constantly falling apart as I use my own energy to rebuild it in real time for you, right? What's up? She just gave me a look like it was very knowing. It was like an old world spirit look. I figured I should check in, right? Yeah. Now, in 2014, I used this concept to win the World Championship of Juggling. You guys think I did that on the first try? No, I actually came in dead last on the first try. How about the second time? You guys think I did it on the second time? No, ironically, I came in second the second time, so I was like, oh yeah, third time, my time. I went the third time, I came in dead last again. It's really just how the world works, right? College, taxes, all that business. It's just how it is, right? But it wasn't until the fourth time that I went that I actually accomplished winning the world championship.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Over the course of the show tonight, we have been composing a painting of experience. We had all of the mistakes and the drops, right? And we all had all the successes and catches. And combining all of those together gives a unique picture that now all of you get to take home and share. Now, he was very successful, and anyone else who has been successful will tell you something similar. It takes a lot of hard work and perseverance to achieve your dreams and goals. But without that hard work, I would not be able to say, please enjoy this huge mess we are about to make.
She was like, she tried to start the music early. I had to stop it.
There are some oddities in the perspective with which we see the world. The fact that we live at the bottom of a deep gravity well, on the surface of a gas-covered planet going around a nuclear fireball 90 million miles away, and think this to be normal, is obviously some indication of how skewed our perspective tends to be. But we have done various things over intellectual history to slowly correct some of our misapprehensions. Curiously enough, quite a lot of these have come from sand.
Young until you're not, you love until you don't, you try until you can't, you laugh until you cry until you laugh, and everyone must breathe until their dying breath. No, this is how it works. You peer inside yourself, you take the things you like, then try to love the things you took, and then you take that love you made and stick it into someone else's heart, pumping someone else's blood, and walking arm in arm. You hope it don't get harmed, but even if it does, you just do it all again. On the radio, you'll hear November rain. That solo's awful long, but it's a good refrain.
stop.
Thank you. Oh, thank you guys so much for coming out today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I had so much
Yep.
fun
And can I
performing for you today.
Can I get a big round of applause for the Fayetteville Library for having us? Yeah, they do awesome stuff here. And then one more big round of applause for the sound and lights, because juggling in the dark with no music is not that much fun. It's just not.
Now go check out the book that you were thinking about at the beginning and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
And we'll be hanging out up here for a little bit. If you want to come give high fives, say hello.
Juggles?
As well as if you would like a set of free juggling balls, just come on up. I've got about probably 40 or 50 sets.
A bucket.
All right.
He's got a bucket.
I got a bucket of juggling balls for free. You guys have a great rest of your Saturday.
Express yourself.